I'm on my way to help a fellow. His truck is jackknifed on one of the little cottage roads over here in Halliburton. It's a pretty day. So I've got 4 kilometers to get into this place on this little road here, which is a little on the icy side. It must get worse somewhere. Right, well, this is where we recovered a couple of snowmobiles. So down about 100 meters to the right here. Just down there was the first one, right by that stump that you see maybe 100 meters, not the first stump, but the second stump close to the water. One snowmobile was in there, and then another one was down around the corner a little further. And we got them out. Paul has a couple snowmobiles just a couple 100 meters up here. One of them is stuck in the slush along the shoreline and kind of frozen in. Didn't get much video that day. I think the GoPro might have been dead by some accident or something. We've still got 2.5 kilometers to go. Definitely in a less plowed section, but traction is actually really good even though it's kind of icy. It's like a frozen, crusty, icy snow stuff. So no real worries there so far. A bit of spring runoff. It's starting to melt around here. It's going to be muddy soon. But that also means that once the snow is gone, there is a very quiet period for us. Time to work on some stuff around, do some maintenance, maybe fix up some new equipment somehow or something. I've been wanting to do some stuff to the Bombi. Yeah, so probably a whole bunch of home shop time videos. If you guys are interested in seeing that stuff, let me know. And there's our victim. Look at that. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. That's a good one. That is a good one. And the trees suck. Huh. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a mission, this one.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Oh, you're in a bit of a spot here, eh?
Yeah.
Good thing that snowbank caught that.
And that snowbank is not the road either.
No, I know. I can see that.
I got to the back of the truck and I just stopped down just to see, and I went up to here.
Oh. Oh, she's a big old beast. We're gonna need a long rope. Not the greatest trees. Okay, I'm gonna make a plan and then probably make a time lapse of doing some rigging here. We got a plan here. We're gonna rig up some lines and we're gonna disconnect the trailer and we're gonna spin it around, and then we're gonna tie it off somehow and hook up to it with the truck. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a bit. That should leave enough working room. All right, I think we're ready, man.
All right.
Jack this up. All right, so we're gonna pull right on the bottom of that foot. So so that we don't bend the jack, because that's where the stress will be, the friction. I'm going to tighten this line up so it's held a little bit. I think the snowbanks are going to hold it pretty securely. Bear in mind it might shift this way suddenly, a little bit. I don't think it's going to, but one never knows. There we go.
I've done this shit before, just not with mine.
You know, I think it's just going to slide fine on the ice. I'm just being paranoid about the block. Okay. Yeah, we're getting deeper and deeper here. I think we might have to jack this up a little bit and get a block under it or something here. Take a little bit of stress off that foot. That's working better. Alright, I believe that's going to work to hook up to. We'll just block the wheels here with the Scotch blocks and get the lines off it, get turned around and hook up here.
Whoa! Do it 3 inches. Great! Slide ahead a little bit.
Nice one. Alright, here we go. Just roll right over those. Yep. Nice one. Alright. Easy peasy. Well, there we are. Now just unhitch this thing. gotta get that truck out up there. No big deal. Okay, let's see what kind of plan we can come up with here. I think we're just gonna draw, now that we got the trailer off, I think we're going to use this big birch tree here and possibly this little birch tree, and we're going to draw the truck sideways, and as we do that it's just going to roll back here and it's going to end up sitting right there in the road. Ha ha. We got our two big winches. We're all set here. We're rigged up with a 4-to-1 front and back, and somebody was asking for a little more detail on how the rigging goes. So I rigged through the pulley over here twice, which works well when you're not pulling on an angle, but if I tried to run through this pulley here now, it would twist. So I add a third one to this setup there, like that. We've got the tree saver, and it's the exact same setup up in the front up here. We're just going to pull on the tire because the front toe ring is just past the angle of this birch tree we're using. Inch backwards and slide over at the same time.
Do you have any so low?
That's okay. There we go. It's going pretty well. Almost out onto the ice with the other side there, eh?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, it should probably roll right back just fine from there, no problem, eh? I think you'll get enough traction to just roll down from here without a safety line. It's sitting here fine. I'm gonna loosen these off, and I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. It's, you know, it's holding on the hill. You can throw the parking brake on if you want while we're waiting here. And yeah. Okay, that went pretty well. I'm just gonna unrig here and coil up all the ropes and that sort of good stuff. All right, folks, well, that's a wrap for this one. We're just gonna back down this hill carefully. I'm gonna put my winch lines away, put all this gear up here. Got a nice little pile of gear. Look at this good stuff. And put that last winch away, take the chains off, that sort of good stuff. Well, that's going a little better without a trailer attached. Oh yeah. And we're off and running. That's it for that one. Unlock the locker. Hopefully he can back down here successfully. Sun's been on this hill, so shouldn't be any problem.